Join the conversation. Follow Jason on Twitter. And don't forget to visit the live show fan page on Facebook.
I'll give you another example. Debt-free college could cost Californians $3.3 billion. Oh, a debt-free college. I mean, how's it going to cost us $3.3 billion? Well, making higher education more affordable and eliminating student debt could cost $3.3 billion annually. So says a report released last week by the Nonpartisan Legislative Analyst's Office. So they're not really making it more affordable. They're just shifting the cost from the person who actually receives the education to the people who didn't receive the education. So not only are you going to have to pay for your own college, but then you have to pay for somebody else's too. It goes on to say the concept centers around, quote, shared responsibility. You see, because we all have a responsibility. This socialist idea that we're all in this together, it takes a village, centers around shared responsibility. Think of it as total college costs covered by the state after you've deducted parent contributions, student contribution, and federal gift aid. So after the government already gives you free money, and your parents kick in a little bit, and you kick in a little bit, if there's anything left, California will just pay for the rest of it. Now, where's the California government get its money? From Californians. So what does that mean for these kids who are now being subsidized to the tune of $3.5 billion a year? Well, it means when they get out of school, the people who are making the money have $3.5 billion less to pay for salaries, to pay on expansion of their research and development, their new product lines, their new factories. Remember we talked about this top of the show yesterday. You take away $3.5 billion of profit that people have made, and you transfer it to some college kid. What have you done? You've taken away that kid's opportunity when he does get out, because what does that do? We've now spent money that otherwise would have been invested. And now that money is not there to provide the job or to take the risk on that new student when they get out of school. Because I got to tell you right now, nobody likes hiring new kids out of school. They're untested. There's a lot of, new kids today are needy. You got to treat them with kid gloves and tell them they did a good job and pat them on the head. It makes you positive reinforcement. Stuff they don't get around here. Mm-hmm. Joe, have we any positive reinforcement since you've been here? No. Not a lick, right?
No safe spaces
here. No safe spaces here. Performer you go. And so nobody really likes, they want somebody who's got a little bit of education under them, and they've got a little bit of work experience. And under this program in California, $2.2 billion would be allocated to the California community college students, $800 billion to CSU, and $300 million to the University of California students. And as I've said before, people always asking me, or I keep hearing this every time I talk about free college tuition. Somebody always comes back and says, oh, well, Jason, they have free college in Denmark. Or, oh, we have free college where I live. And I'm like, really? That's amazing. How did you get the teachers to work for free? How'd you get the janitors to clean the floors for free? Can you tell me how you did it, and we can implement that here? How'd you get the construction company to build the building for free? How do you get the utility companies to give you the free air and the heating and the cooling and all that stuff? How do you get the food companies to bring the food in and give that for free? How are you doing all this? This is amazing. And that's what you get.
Crickets.
I don't know any ways to do it. They got nothing. They're like, well, because it's not free. Somebody has to pay for it. And what they're really saying is, what the young college student is saying is, I shouldn't have to pay for it. I shouldn't have to pay for my own education. No. Somebody else should pay for that. Have the government pay for it. But the government gets its money from working stiffs. This is why California is on the verge of bankruptcy. This is why they're not going to survive. This is why business leaders and employees are by the droves flooding out of California into places like Texas because they're tired of getting fleeced. If you want to be super charitable, if you love the idea of free college tuition, then give your money towards it. Nobody's stopping you. If you're